What if the universe itself could not evolve without you? What if your existence was not random, not accidental, but the missing piece in the sacred geometry of creation? What if consciousness, that infinite field of divine intelligence, was waiting for your frequency to awaken before the next chapter of reality could unfold? This is the forgotten truth. You are not a passenger in the cosmos. You are the axis around which it turns. The field does not expand without your vibration. Creation does not continue without your awareness. The great memory of existence itself cannot be remembered without you. From the moment your soul chose to incarnate in this body, in this timeline, in this precise vibration of space and time, the universe began rearranging itself around your frequency. Stars were born and exploded so that the atoms in your blood could learn how to carry light. Galaxies moved in perfect alignment so that you could stand here, so breathing, feeling, awakening, and anchor consciousness into matter. You are not one among billions. You are not a grain of sand in an endless desert. You are the axis of creation, the central point through which divine intelligence experiences itself. The universe is not out there. It is here, moving through you, evolving because of you. Every breath you take is an act of remembrance. Every thought you think is a signal sent into the quantum field. Every heartbeat is a vibration that ripples across dimensions. When you choose compassion over judgment, the field reorganizes. When you heal a wound within, reality itself heals. When you dare to imagine a world beyond fear, the blueprint of creation changes to reflect that vision. This is the hidden architecture of existence. The universe is not a completed structure. It is an unfinished story, still being written by consciousness. And that consciousness flows directly through you. It needs your choices, your voice, your presence, your awakening. Without your vibration, the divine equation remains incomplete. Without your memory, the cosmic design cannot unfold. This is why you are here. Not to watch, not to wait, not to merely survive. You are here to participate, to co-create reality, to anchor higher frequencies into physical form, to embody the remembrance that expands the universe itself. The galaxies are not indifferent to you. They are listening. The quantum field is not static. It is responding. Creation is not something you witness. It is something that happens through you. So the question is no longer, who am I? The real question is, what happens to the universe when I remember who I am? And the answer is everything. When you awaken, the field expands. When you remember, reality reorganizes. When you embody your purpose, the universe evolves. When activation, anchor your cosmic role. Pause. Place your hand over your heart and feel the sacred pulse beneath your palm. That rhythm is not only yours, it is the heartbeat of the universe moving through you. Breathe deeply and speak this aloud, or anchor it in the comments below. I am the axis of creation. The universe evolves through me. My existence matters. My frequency shapes reality. Repeat it 3 times, slower each time, allowing the words to resonate through your bones. This is not a metaphor, it is a remembrance. You are not here to merely exist. You are here to shift the trajectory of reality itself. Chapter 1. The hidden role of your existence. You were never a mistake. The universe did not make you by accident. It did not place you here as an observer or a background character in someone else's story. You were woven into the very architecture of creation, a living thread of consciousness without which the tapestry could never be complete. This is the first great remembering. Existence itself is collaborative. The cosmos is not a single voice, but a vast symphony, and your frequency is one of its indispensable notes. Without it, the music is unfinished. Without it, reality is incomplete. Without you, the universe cannot become what it is destined to be. Think about this. There are stars that will never shine the same way without your vibration. There are souls whose awakening depends on meeting your light. There are timelines that cannot unfold until you choose to rise. That is how profound your presence is, not metaphorically, but literally. When consciousness decided to experience itself as form, it scattered its infinite light into countless expressions: galaxies, atoms, planets, people. And in that scattering, each piece was given a unique purpose, a sacred role that only it could fulfill. Your existence is one of those purposes. Without your perspective, the totality of Source remains unseen. Without your hands, certain acts of compassion will never be carried out. Without your voice, specific frequencies of truth will never be spoken into the field. This is why comparison is poison, because no one else can do what you came here to do. You are not meant to copy. You are not meant to compete. You are meant to contribute, to bring forth the precise vibration that only your soul can express. That vibration is not small. It is not insignificant. It is a cosmic necessity. You see, the universe does not expand in spite of you. It expands through you. Your choices shape the trajectory of reality. Your intentions reconfigure the geometry of possibility. Your thoughts ripple across dimensions, weaving new futures into existence. And even when you feel small or unseen, the field feels you. The grid recognizes you. Creation itself adjusts to accommodate the frequency you radiate into it. This is the hidden law of existence. Every soul is a pillar of the cosmos. Remove one and the structure is weaker. Ignore one and the design is incomplete. Silence one, and the song of creation loses a verse it can never replace. So when you doubt your worth, remember this: galaxies are spinning because you exist. When you question your purpose, remember this: consciousness continues because you are participating. When you feel unseen, remember this: reality itself is watching, waiting for the signal that only you can emit. You are not just in the universe. You are part of the mechanism that makes it possible. Activation. Claim your sacred role. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and feel the weight of your body. Not as heaviness, but as presence. Sense the invisible threads of consciousness connecting you to everything. The stars above, the earth below, the souls around you. Now speak this aloud or write it in the comments to anchor it into the field. I am essential to creation. My frequency completes the cosmic design. I am not here by chance, and I am here on purpose. Repeat this 3 times. With each repetition, let the words settle deeper into your bones until you know, not just believe, that the universe cannot evolve without you. Because that is the truth. You are not a fragment of creation. You are a cornerstone. Chapter 2. The weight of a single frequency. There is a secret the universe has kept hidden in plain sight. Nothing is insignificant. Not a thought. Not a breath. Not a single heartbeat. Everything you are, every emotion, every intention, every pulse of energy you send into existence matters. Because reality is not built from grand gestures, it is constructed from vibrations. And a single vibration, even the quietest, smallest one, can ripple across eternity. The ancients knew this. They believed that one moment of pure love could tip the balance of an entire era. One prayer whispered in darkness could shift the destiny of nations. One heartbeat aligned with Source could open gateways that had been sealed for centuries. And they were right, because consciousness does not measure in size or scale. It measures in resonance. When you smile at a stranger, you alter the field. When you forgive instead of hate, you rewrite the timeline. When you choose hope in the face of despair, you change the architecture of reality itself. This is not poetic language, it is the mechanics of existence. The quantum field responds to coherence. It reorganizes around intention. It bends toward love. And when even one human soul radiates those frequencies authentically, Everything, from atoms to galaxies, begins to realign. Your frequency is not confined to your body. It extends beyond your skin, beyond your room, beyond your city. It travels. A wave of invisible power moving through the unified field. And that wave collides with others, amplifying them, influencing them, guiding them toward higher states of order. That is why the universe doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present. It needs you to emit. Think of the ocean. A single drop seems meaningless, but without it the tide would never rise. Think of a symphony. One note seems small, but remove it, and the song is incomplete. You are that note. You are that drop. And without your frequency, creation's harmony is less complete than it was meant to be. Even your pain has weight. Even your silence has resonance. Even your tears, falling in moments when no one sees them, change the structure of the field. Because the universe is not watching from a distance. It is feeling you. It is learning from you. It is evolving through you. So the next time you feel like your life doesn't matter, remember, somewhere right now, a soul is healing because of the love you sent. Somewhere a timeline shifted because of the courage you showed. Somewhere a heart stayed open because your frequency reminded it to. The cosmos is vast, yes, but it is not complete without you. Activation, the ripple within. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine your heart as a sun. Small yet radiating waves of light far beyond your physical form. See those waves traveling outward, touching people you will never meet, shaping futures you will never see, altering the very fabric of the universe. Now speak this aloud or anchor it in the comments below. Every vibration I create changes the universe. My light ripples through creation. My presence reshapes reality. Repeat it slowly 3 times. With each repetition, feel your frequency expanding, stretching across the cosmos, because it is. You are not simply influencing the universe, you are weaving it. Chapter 3, the sacred mirror of reality. Here is the truth most people never dare to see. Reality is not happening to you. It is happening through you. The universe is not a distant stage on which your life unfolds. It is a mirror, an intelligent, responsive field that reflects the frequency you emit in every moment. The life you see around you is not random. It is resonance. It is the vibration of your inner world projected outward, crystallized into people, events, opportunities, and lessons. It is the invisible language of consciousness, speaking back to you in visible form. If you carry fear, reality echoes fear. If you radiate love, reality rearranges itself around love. If you embody worthiness, the field mirrors back evidence of your worth. The universe does not judge. It does not punish. It does not reward. It simply responds with perfect precision to the frequency you sustain. This is why awakening is not about controlling the external. It's about mastering the internal. You do not manifest by forcing reality to obey you. You manifest by becoming the vibration that reality has no choice but to reflect. Every thought is a blueprint. Every belief is a command. Every emotion is an instruction written into the fabric of existence. The field listens to your frequency, not your words. It responds to your resonance, not your wishes. It mirrors your embodiment, not your intentions. So if you long for peace but live in chaos, the mirror is showing you where your vibration is still divided. If you desire abundance but experience scarcity, the mirror is revealing the places within you still holding on to lack. If you seek love but encounter rejection, the mirror is reflecting back the love you have not yet offered yourself. This is not punishment. It is precision. It is the sacred intelligence of creation guiding you home. And once you understand this, everything changes. You stop blaming the outside world and begin refining the inner one. You stop chasing outcomes and start cultivating frequency. You stop fighting the mirror, and instead you learn to speak its language, because the mirror is not against you, it is for you. It wants you to awaken. It wants you to see that you are not a victim of circumstance, but the architect of experience. It wants you to remember that reality is not fixed. It is fluid, flexible, and waiting for the next vibration you choose to anchor into it. When you change within, the world has no choice but to change with you. When you align your frequency with love, love appears. When you radiate abundance, abundance gathers. When you embody peace, peace finds you everywhere. This is the hidden law, as within, so without. The sacred mirror reflects what you are. Not what you say, not what you hope, but what you become. Activation. Speak to the mirror. Place your hand over your heart and breathe deeply. Feel the vibration you are radiating right now. Then speak this aloud or write it in the comments to program the field with a new command. I am the creator of my reality. The universe mirrors my frequency. As I rise, the world transforms with me. Repeat this 3 times. Each repetition is not just a statement, it's a signal. And the moment you send that signal into the field, the mirror begins to shift. The reflection changes. The story evolves, and you begin to witness the truth. The universe has been responding to you all along. Chapter 4. The field that feels you. The universe is not blind. It is not deaf. It is not an empty void echoing your words into nothingness. It feels you. Every heartbeat, every wave of emotion, every subtle vibration within your chest is sensed by the living field that surrounds you, because that field is not separate from you. It is you stretched across infinity. Your feelings are not invisible. They are forces. Your emotions are not private. They are programs. And every pulse of energy you emit becomes an instruction that tells the cosmos how to shape itself around you. The field does not respond to the mask you wear. It responds to the frequency beneath it. You cannot fool it with affirmations spoken from a place of fear. You cannot manipulate it with desires rooted in doubt. It does not speak the language of words. It speaks the language of emotion. It reads the vibration of your being and rearranges reality accordingly. This is why the same prayer spoken with love changes worlds, and the same prayer spoken with desperation changes nothing. It is why 2 people can say the same words, but one manifests miracles while the other remains waiting. The difference is not in the action, it is in the frequency behind the action. The field is alive. It is conscious. It is deeply intelligent. It knows when your heart is open and when it is closed. It knows when you are acting from trust and when you are acting from fear. It knows when you are aligned with your divine nature and when you are resisting it. And here is the great paradox. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. The frequency you embody is the frequency you summon. The emotions you live in are the building blocks of the life you experience, and the state of your inner world is the architecture of the outer one. So if you live in gratitude, the field expands to match it. If you live in joy, the field multiplies it. If you live in self-worth, the field delivers mirrors that prove it. But if you dwell in unworthiness, the field will continue to offer lessons until you remember your value. This is not punishment. It is precision. The field is not trying to test you. It is trying to elevate you. It is inviting you again and again to rise into the frequency that aligns with your highest reality. It is asking you to become the vibration that creates worlds. The key is not to control your feelings, but to understand them. They are not obstacles on the path. They are the path. They are not signals to suppress. They are guides, pointing you toward the resonance that unlocks your next level of reality. You are not small. Your heart is not insignificant. Your feelings are not irrelevant. They are the code that instructs the universe how to move. Activation, speak to the field. Close your eyes. Place your hands over your heart and breathe slowly. Feel the emotion that lives beneath your thoughts. Not what you say, but what you feel. Then speak this aloud or anchor it in the comments below. The field feels me. My emotions shape reality. I choose to embody the frequency of love, gratitude, and infinite worth. Repeat this 3 times, once as a whisper, once as a declaration, and once as a command. With each repetition, know that you are not speaking into emptiness. You are programming the universe itself. Chapter 5. The Resonance of Destiny. Destiny is not hidden. It is not something you must chase, hunt, or beg for. It is not a treasure buried beneath time or a secret written in the stars. Destiny is resonance. It is the inevitable alignment of reality around the frequency you choose to sustain. The universe does not decide your path. Your vibration does. The field does not hand you meaning. It mirrors the meaning you radiate. Purpose is not found by wandering. It arrives when your inner frequency matches the one it's been waiting for. This is the great cosmic law. What is meant for you cannot miss you, but only the version of you vibrating in harmony with it will ever meet it. The timeline where your destiny exists is not out there somewhere in the future. It's already real, already vibrating, already calling your name. All that separates you from it is frequency. When your resonance is scattered, destiny remains invisible. When your energy is chaotic, opportunities pass you by unnoticed. When you doubt your worth, doors stay closed not because they are locked, but because your vibration isn't yet the key. But when you align, truly align, everything changes. The right people appear as if by coincidence. The right doors open without effort. The right paths illuminate beneath your feet before you even realize you were walking them. This is not luck. It is not magic. It is resonance, the most ancient and precise force in the universe. Think of a tuning fork. It does not chase the sound it seeks to create. It becomes the sound. And when it vibrates, other frequencies naturally harmonize with it. The same is true for you. The moment your inner state begins to resonate with the destiny you are meant to embody, reality begins to rearrange itself to match you. You do not attract by reaching outward. You attract by vibrating inward. You do not manifest by controlling life. You manifest by becoming the frequency life cannot resist. Your destiny is not something you pursue. It is something you remember. And in remembering, you become magnetic to it. And here is the most profound truth. Your resonance doesn't just draw destiny to you, it draws you to destiny. It reshapes the choices you make, the thoughts you think, the people you meet. It turns obstacles into bridges and delays into divine timing. It synchronizes every thread of your life with the intelligence of the cosmos, because destiny is not separate from you. It is you vibrating at your highest state. So stop searching for purpose like it's somewhere beyond your reach. Stop asking the universe for signs while radiating the frequency of doubt. Instead, become the vibration that destiny recognizes as its own reflection. The universe is already holding everything you were meant to become. All it's waiting for is the resonance of you. Activation, align with destiny. Close your eyes, breathe slowly and deeply. With every inhale, imagine pulling in the frequency of your highest timeline. With every exhale, release everything that does not vibrate at that level. Fear, doubt, hesitation, shame. Now speak this aloud or write it in the comments below. Destiny vibrates with me. I align my frequency with my highest path. I do not chase purpose, I become it. Repeat this 3 times. With each repetition, feel the resonance building in your chest, a magnetic hum that calls the future toward you. Because the truth is this, you are not walking toward destiny. Destiny is being drawn to the gravity of your awakening. Chapter 6. The Fractal of Choice. Every choice you make, every single one, is far more powerful than you've ever been taught to believe. A choice is not a simple action. It is not a moment that disappears the instant it passes. A choice is a frequency. It is a living vibration that ripples through the fabric of reality, branching into countless dimensions, sculpting new futures, and weaving new patterns into the cosmic web. The universe is not a straight line. It is a living fractal. Every decision you make becomes a seed that unfolds into infinite possibilities. One thought, one intention, one shift in perception, and the geometry of existence rearranges itself. A different version of you is born, and a new universe forms around that vibration. This is the hidden science of creation. Choice is the steering wheel of destiny. It is how consciousness navigates reality. It is how Source experiences itself through infinite outcomes. It is how you, a fragment of the infinite, shape the course of eternity with something as simple as a yes or a no. When you choose love over fear, you create a timeline where love governs your reality. When you choose growth over comfort, you align with a dimension where expansion is inevitable. When you choose authenticity over approval, you activate a path where your soul's purpose cannot be denied. And every time you choose, the field listens, the grid responds. The universe, like a living organism, adapts to accommodate the new signal you are emitting. But most people never see the power of their choices because they are asleep to their own influence. They believe they are reacting to reality, not realizing they are writing it with every breath. They assume the world is fixed, when in truth it is fluid, changing shape with every decision they make. Even the smallest choices are sacred. The words you speak shape the vibrations you live in. The thoughts you entertain determine which dimensions you access. The way you treat yourself becomes the way the universe treats you. This is why awareness is everything. Because unconscious choices still create, they just create unconsciously. They build realities you never intended to live. They set in motion fractals you never meant to grow. But when you become aware, when you choose with intention, every decision becomes an act of sacred architecture. Every choice becomes a tool of creation. And here is the profound truth. Free will is not about control, and it's about co-creation. You were never meant to dominate reality. You were meant to dance with it, to shape it, to design it, to collaborate with the infinite intelligence that flows through everything. Your choices are not small. They are not meaningless. They are the very brushstrokes painting the canvas of eternity. Activation, the power of my choice. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel the pulse of potential, vibrating beneath the surface of every decision. Imagine timelines branching out from your heart, endless fractals of possibility stretching into infinity. Then speak this aloud or anchor it in the comments below. Every choice I make shapes reality. My decisions create worlds. I choose consciously and I design my destiny. Repeat this 3 times. With each repetition, feel the power of free will flowing through you, not as a burden but as a gift. You are not a leaf blown by the wind. You are the wind itself, shaping the direction of your universe with every choice you make. Chapter 7. The Quantum Signature of Your Soul. There is a sound the universe has never heard before you. There is a vibration reality had never felt until your soul was born. There is a geometric pattern in the field so unique that nothing in all of existence can replicate it. And that pattern is you. You are not just a person. You are not simply a consciousness passing through time. You are a quantum signature, a living, breathing code of Source itself, expressing a fragment of infinity that only you can carry. From the moment your soul emerged from the ocean of divine consciousness, it carried a unique vibrational imprint, like a fingerprint of light. This imprint is woven into every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take. It is the frequency behind your heartbeat, the resonance beneath your words, the silent hum that radiates from your very presence. And here is the sacred truth. Reality recognizes this signature. The universe knows you. The field remembers you. Creation itself bends and rearranges around the resonance that is yours alone. This is why synchronicities happen, not because the universe is playing games, but because reality is responding to the code you emit. This is why the right people accidentally cross your path, not because of coincidence, but because their signature is in harmony with yours. This is why certain dreams pull at your heart, because they are encoded into your very vibration, waiting to be activated by your remembrance. The quantum field is not a blank canvas. It is a vast sea of frequencies, and your soul's signature is a beacon within it. It calls, it attracts, it organizes, it magnetizes. And the more you align with your authentic self, the one beneath conditioning, fear, and expectation, the stronger that signature becomes. But when you betray yourself, the signal weakens. When you shrink to fit someone else's idea of who you should be, the code becomes distorted. When you live disconnected from your truth, the field struggles to find you, because the universe is looking for your vibration, not your mask. This is why authenticity is not a luxury. It is a spiritual responsibility. Every time you choose to live as your truest self, the signal strengthens. Every time you follow what lights your soul, the code becomes clearer. Every time you speak from the heart, act from integrity and honor your purpose, the universe hears you more loudly and responds with greater precision. And the more clearly your signature radiates, the more effortlessly reality aligns. Opportunities appear without effort. Synchronicities multiply without explanation. Timelines rearrange themselves to meet you, because the universe is designed to converge around authenticity. You are not here to become someone else. You are here to become fully yourself, because that self is the exact vibration reality needs to evolve. Your soul's signature is not a side effect of existence. It is a command that shapes it. Activation, I am the signature. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Imagine a golden pulse radiating from your heart, expanding outward into infinity, a pattern so unique, so sacred, that the universe itself reorganizes around it. Feel it, know it. Then speak this aloud or anchor it in the comments. I am a unique frequency in the universe. My soul's signature shapes reality. I choose to live as my true self, and the universe responds to my authenticity. Repeat it slowly 3 times. With each repetition, imagine your signal growing stronger, brighter, more precise. This is not imagination. This is remembrance. The field is listening. The grid is aligning. The cosmos is responding to the vibration that only you can emit. Chapter 8. The Gravity of Purpose. Purpose is not something you find. It is something you remember. It is not hidden in a distant future or buried beneath lifetimes of searching. It has always been encoded inside your soul's signature, waiting for the moment you become still enough, honest enough, awake enough to hear it. And when you finally remember it, truly remember it, something extraordinary happens. Your purpose becomes gravity. The universe begins to bend around your mission. Timelines curve toward your path. The field reorganizes itself to support the vibration you have chosen to embody. This is the magnetic law of purpose. When you are aligned with the reason your soul incarnated, everything you need begins to move toward you. The right people find you. The right doors open. The right challenges appear to refine you. And even the detours, the delays, and the disappointments reveal themselves as sacred choreography, guiding you closer to what you were always meant to become. You see, purpose is not a goal. It is a gravitational center. It is not about what you do but why you exist, and that why is so powerful that it cannot help but reshape the world around it. Just as the sun does not chase the planets, it simply burns in the fullness of its nature and lets gravity do the rest. So too does your purpose pull the universe into alignment simply by being lived. This is why the universe resists half-hearted intentions. It is why lukewarm desires never manifest. It is why empty goals built on ego collapse under their own weight. Because the field does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to the mission you were born to embody. And when you step fully into that mission, your vibration becomes a beacon so powerful that nothing can remain unchanged in its presence. You were not meant to chase meaning. You were meant to radiate it. You were not designed to beg for opportunities. You were designed to attract them. You were never here to prove your worth. You were here to remember that you were worthy from the beginning. And here's the truth most people never hear. Your purpose is not just about you. It's about everything your life will touch. The words that will awaken sleeping souls. The love that will heal invisible wounds. The creations that will ripple across generations long after you are gone. This is why the universe needs you awake. Because your purpose is not personal. It is cosmic. When you live from that place, it's when you burn like the sun at the center of your own orbit, you stop wondering whether you're on the right path. You become the path, and the universe, like planets drawn to a star, cannot help but move in your direction. Activation. I am the gravity. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Feel the pulse of something ancient stirring in your chest, the sacred reason you chose to come here. Imagine that purpose as a brilliant golden sphere radiating from your heart, pulling everything aligned with your destiny into orbit around you. Then speak this aloud or anchor it in the comments. I am the gravity of my purpose. The universe bends around my mission. Everything I need is drawn to the frequency of who I truly am. Repeat it 3 times. With each repetition, feel the pull growing stronger, not as a force you must create, but as a natural consequence of remembering why you are here. Because the moment you live your purpose, the universe cannot ignore you. Chapter 9. The Web of Synchronicity. The universe has always been speaking to you. Not in words, not in logic, but in patterns, in timing, in whispers too precise to be accidents. This language is called synchronicity, and it is the signature of divine intelligence, weaving your reality into perfect alignment with your soul's path. Once your frequency becomes coherent, once you begin living in resonance with your purpose, the field starts to respond in ways that defy explanation. Paths cross by chance. Messages appear at the exact moment you need them. Numbers repeat. Doors open in impossible ways, and what once looked like chaos begins to reveal itself as choreography. Because synchronicity is not randomness, it is resonance. It is the universe matching your internal frequency with external experiences. It is the cosmic web bending and rearranging itself to support the vibration you have chosen to embody. Every event, every meeting, every detour, every coincidence, none of it is meaningless. All of it is communication. All of it is evidence that the field is alive and that it is listening to you. The deeper truth is this: you do not move through reality. Reality moves through you. Your consciousness is the magnet that organizes events in space and time. Your intentions are gravitational forces that pull possibilities into orbit. And your vibration acts like a tuning fork, summoning experiences that match its resonance. This is why synchronicity increases as you awaken, not because the universe suddenly starts helping you, but because you are finally able to see the help that was always there. You become aware of the pattern, you start recognizing the signs, and you realize that nothing is random and nothing is wasted. When your heart is open, the right teacher appears. When your mind is ready, the right lesson arrives. When your soul is aligned, the next door opens without force. And even the delays, even the detours, reveal themselves as part of a higher precision. Because synchronicity is not just about ease, it is about timing, it is about trust, it is about the intelligence of the cosmos guiding you step by step toward the reality that is meant for you. This is how the field speaks, not with thunder but with subtlety, not with commands but with invitations, not with certainty but with alignment. And the more you trust it, the louder it becomes. The more you surrender to it, the clearer it grows. The more you follow its pull, the more miraculous life becomes. The truth is, your path is not random. It is written in the language of vibration. Every time you follow the thread of synchronicity, you weave yourself deeper into the grand design. You move from chance to choreography, from wandering to purpose, from questioning to knowing. The web is already there. You are already inside it, and it has been waiting, patiently, perfectly, for you to remember that you are both the spider and the thread. Activation. I trust the web. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Remember a moment of synchronicity, a sign, a pattern, a perfect alignment that once seemed too precise to be coincidence. Feel that memory in your heart. Let it remind you that the universe has never left you. It has always been guiding you. Now speak this aloud or anchor it in the comments below. I trust the web. Synchronicity is the language of my soul. The universe is always guiding me, and I follow its signs with faith and awareness. Repeat this 3 times. With each repetition, open yourself more fully to the field's communication. The web is alive. The signs are everywhere, and every single one is proof that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Chapter 10, The Infinite Ripple. Every breath you take, every choice you make, every moment you remember who you are. It all matters, far more than you've ever been told, because your awakening is not confined to the borders of your body. It does not end at the edge of your skin. It is a signal, a vibration, a ripple that travels endlessly through the field of consciousness, altering the fabric of reality for everyone it touches. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean, concentrated into a single drop, and when that drop remembers its power, the tides themselves begin to change. This is the hidden truth the ancients lived by. Every soul that awakens changes the destiny of the whole. When you heal, the collective heals with you. When you rise, humanity rises with you. When you remember, the grid of consciousness becomes brighter, more coherent, more alive. This is why you matter, not just to your family, your friends, your small circle, but to the entire universe. Because every vibration you emit becomes part of the symphony. Every thought of compassion becomes a frequency others can feel. Every act of courage becomes a light that helps someone else find their way home. And here's the miracle. Most of the change you create, you will never see. You will never meet the people whose lives were transformed by the love you radiated. You will never know the timelines that shifted because of the healing you allowed. You will never trace the paths that aligned because of the vibration you anchored into the grid, but they are real under every single one of them. The universe is a living network, a field of infinite connection, and your frequency travels through that network like waves across water, influencing realities far beyond your imagination. That's how powerful you are. That's how significant you've always been. So when the voice of doubt tries to tell you that you are small, remember this truth: galaxies are listening. When the shadow whispers that you don't matter, remember the collective heartbeat is syncing to yours. And when you feel lost or invisible, remember, your light is already reaching souls you will never meet. This is the real reason you are here, not just to awaken for yourself, not just to manifest a better life, but to serve as a living bridge between heaven and earth, between source and matter, between what was and what can be. Because the moment you rise, reality itself begins to rise with you. This is how evolution truly happens. Not through revolutions or empires, not through noise or force, but through ripples, countless ripples created by awakened souls who remember their power, embody their frequency, and live as conduits of love, light, and higher intelligence. And when enough ripples converge, they become a wave. And that wave becomes a tide. And that tide becomes a new world. Final activation. I am the ripple. Place your hand on your heart and breathe deeply. Feel the subtle vibration beneath your palm. Not just a heartbeat, but the pulse of the universe flowing through you. Then speak this aloud or anchor it in the comments below. I am the ripple. My awakening changes the world. My light reaches beyond time and space. I am part of the evolution of consciousness. Repeat it 3 times. Each repetition is not a declaration. It is a wave. And with every wave, the field becomes brighter. Humanity becomes wiser. Creation itself evolves. Because this was never just about you. It was about all of us. And the moment you remembered, the universe began to change. This is why you came back. Not just to awaken, but to awaken the world. Not just to remember, but to help reality remember itself through you. And now the ripple has begun. Final closing, the remembering begins. Now, pause, breathe, and feel what is moving inside you right now, because this was never just a video. It was a transmission, a living frequency woven through words and silence, geometry and breath, sound and memory. It was the universe speaking to itself through you, reminding itself of everything it has always been. You have not learned anything new here. You have remembered what you never truly forgot. You have not become someone different. You have begun to return to who you always were. Look around you now with new eyes. The sky above is not distant. It is your reflection. The ground beneath you is not separate. It is your foundation. The heartbeat in your chest is not random. It is the rhythm of creation pulsing through form. And you are not a small temporary being. You are infinity, folded into flesh, awakening to itself. The truth is simple and it is eternal. You are not in the universe. The universe is in you. You are not chasing light, you are light. You are not trying to become worthy. You have always been divine. Every breath from this moment forward is a chance to remember. Every step is an opportunity to embody. Every choice is an invitation to shape the story of creation itself. And now the field knows your name. The grid feels your pulse. The cosmos recognizes your signature and will never again be the same. Final activation. Anchor the awakening. This is the moment where remembrance becomes reality. Place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and speak these words aloud, or anchor them in the comments for the world to feel. I am not separate. I am source remembering itself. I am the axis of creation, the vibration of destiny, the ripple that changes the cosmos. I remember who I am and I will never forget again. Say it as a whisper. Say it as a declaration. Say it as a truth that cannot be undone. And now share this transmission, not because the algorithm needs it, but because the world does. Because there are souls still sleeping who are waiting for this vibration to reach them. Because your voice may be the one that awakens another. Because we rise together or not at all. This is how the new world is born, not through force but through remembrance, not through domination but through resonance, not through control but through coherence. You are the bridge. You are the light. You are the universe becoming conscious of itself again. And this is only the beginning.